What up, what up, what up? It's your girl Nikita Jervy of Kita's Peace, where we promote peace in your head, heart, and home. And I am back with another effing Friday. Today I wanted to do something a little different, do my effing Friday live. Doesn't really matter if anybody comes on or not. You'll see it on the rerun. Okay, so today's word is fix, F-I-X. The definition of fix is to fasten something securely in a particular place or position, to decide or settle on, and or to mend or repair. Again, the definition of fix is to fasten something securely in a particular place or position, decide or settle on something, mend or repair. Okay, as you may or may not know, Kita's Peace was unconsciously conceived from my broken place, a place that I denied even existing, but I have learned that God can't fix what you won't face, right? And I believe that there is deliverance in confrontation, introspection, and forgiveness, right? And where there's deliverance, there's healing. And where there's healing, there is peace. Hence, where my slogan, "Get Your Peace Back," came from, right? So with all of that said, do you believe that God can truly fix anything? Okay, like I really want you to think about, like, do you believe he can fix anything? So about a week ago, a series slash movie based on true events was released on Netflix called When They See Us. And I haven't watched it yet, and I haven't really decided if I'm going to or not, because of the seriousness of the series, and how, again, it's based on a true story, and the fact that it is still very prevalent today. It's really hard. It's really hard. Okay, so but what I have heard or seen are, like, I saw the trailer. I saw, like, I actually watched a couple of the interviews of, like, the actors recently, and oh God, like, a large part of me wants to see it, because I didn't know about the case. I think it was in '89 that it happened. They got exonerated in 2002 and settled in 2014. So it was like, kind of a hit or miss, and it was in New York. So, nothing really hit home for me. So I kind of want to, sit down and watch it, but, like, hearing everybody say, like, they cried through the whole thing, or, whatever the case may be. But the interviews is what really kind of messed me up, because they were asking the actors, like the parent actors, like, has that changed your perspective on parenting? Like, has it changed how you parent your children? And the fact that we as Black and brown people have to teach our kids at such a young age stuff like that, like what to and not to do if confronted by a police officer, what to and what not to do if something ever goes awry. Like, that part is horrifying, and it's heartbreaking. And it's like, I was actually when it came out last week, I texted one of my good friends, my sister, my mentor. I asked her, like, okay, are you gonna watch this? Like, and she said, probably not, that's not really my thing. I've seen, some other similar, genre type movies, and they were really heartbreaking to watch, so I can't really get down with it or whatever. And I said, well, in my feelings at the moment, and what I said to her, it just continues to grow realer and realer and stronger with every time I see on my timeline or in, the news or whatever. Every time I see an African American or even a brown, like, Latino person being killed or interrogated or followed or the police called on just for having brown skin, it's like, I'm really wondering, like, I really want to know when the time will turn in our favor, and not for retribution, because that's not what we want. Like, we just want to live in peace. You know what I'm saying? And we just want peace. We just want to be able to go outside, let our kids go outside, and know that they're going to come home. You know what I'm saying? And to genuinely as a people get our peace back. You know what I'm saying? Like, after all of these years, like, to know in 2019 we still don't have peace is ridiculous to me. And so I really question you and myself. Is there anything, like, can God fix this? Can God fix anything, everything? Can God fix something that's so big and you know, backed by so much hatred and so much disdain for just a color? Like, you know, to answer the question, yes, he can. Okay, so with every story that tugs at my heart, I begin to pray in tongues, and I ask God to heal our land, to fix the hearts of those that hate us, and to restore peace. So I go back to my question: do you believe that God can fix anything? Okay, Genesis 18:14 says, "Is there anything too hard for God?" This is a question that he poses in Genesis to Abraham and his wife, Victoria. Is there anything too hard for God? So he was basically talking to them like they was really old. He promised them a kid, and he's like, can you really give us a kid? We like 112 years old, you know? And he's like, is there anything too hard? Now, obviously he's talking about conception, but is there anything too hard for God? Is there? And the answer is no. There is nothing too hard. There's nothing too big. Our God, and the fact that we even consider the question means we're limiting him. It means we're putting him in a box that says this racism is too big, or, you know, bigotry is too big, or, you know, systemic injustice is too big. And that's not the case. God is so much bigger than we could ever imagine. He is bigger than it, and he will work it out. Okay, we win. The righteous win in the end. Okay. So Proverbs 21:1-2 says, "The king's heart is like a string of water directed by the Lord. He guides it wherever he pleases. People may be right in their own eyes, but the Lord examines their heart." God has the heart of the king, the heart of the president, the heart of everyone in power, everyone not in power, every person. He has their heart in their hand, and he can shift it when he wants to, not if, when. Okay, it's just a matter of when. It's not if. He's going to shift hearts. It says every knee will bow. Every knee. That means those that are out there being ugly will bow and will confess that Jesus is Lord. That means they're going to have some love in their heart. Okay, can't be living in hatred and confess Jesus is Lord at the same time. So all of that. So this week, family, I'm going to just keep it short and sweet because I'm just really emotional right now. I challenge you to not grow weary in well-doing, okay? In due season, we will reap if we faint not, okay? Let's examine our own hearts. Let's fix the areas that need to be fixed and let God do the rest. I don't know how or when, but God promises us all peace. He promises us peace, okay? There is nothing too hard, nothing too big, nothing too traumatic, nothing too crazy for the Lord. And I choose to believe, and I choose to keep praying until something happens. And I pray that you will do the same. I am Nikita Jervey, the Peace Promoter. I pray that this has blessed you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next week, love you, bye.